Welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of the update review for the tanks. If you haven't watched the first part, we just went through the Italian heavy tanks, and I will be going into the game to look at the tier 9 stats, since I own the tier 9, and I will tell you how I feel, and I have a replay for you there. So now we're going into some testing tanks. Here we've got 6, I believe, or 7 new tanks, plus the others that are coming into the season. I will look at these tanks another day, but let's go into the hybrid nation. So tier 9, 8 and 7, that's usually the ones. So we'll go, let's find these new tanks. So heavy tank, light tank and tank destroyer, I believe. So let's just scroll down, trying to find these tanks. Alright, here we have the E10. So these are the new Season 4 tanks that are coming into the game. And my goodness, I forgot to turn the armor off. But look at this armor. Okay, this is definitely a super heavy by standard. So obviously you got these upgrades here. Hopefully I can get my hands on this tank, because I think this is the tank that I would definitely keep. It's a resemblance of a E100, but it's very smaller. It's got the body of a Panther and a E100 combined. So stock, this is what it looks like a stock. It looks like a really stretched out E50. But upgrade, he turns into the E10/E100. So let's just take all these off. Alright, so here we have the gun, 170 penetration. Takes, so pretty stock standard for a normal tier 7 tank with the penetration that it has. But obviously we'll run it with the rammer. You'll get that up to 184. 400 alpha damage for the gun. With the heat, you got 237, so very nice. Drops that damage down to 340, and high explosive. Oh my god, 135. That is crazy. With 500 alpha, you can take a KV2 out with 2 shots. Depending like what tank it is, but my god. Okay. So the dispersion is at 0.48. Not great, but if you run it with the refined gun, you'll get that down to 0.346. Again, not great at all. It goes 32 kilometers forward and 13 backwards, so it's similar speed to the normal E100 we'll have today. And I forgot, the DPM is 1778, but using the rammer you'll get that up to 1872. But it runs heat. It's a big gun. Run it with the calibrated shells. So we've already looked at the speed here. It's got 1600 hit points, so it's like 200 more than most heavies. Yeah, it's crazy. Once the tank's in the game, we'll have a proper look at it. So the next tank we're going to be looking at is the tier 8, which is the Death Star. It's the Death Star. This is the FV183 Death Star at tier 8. I mean, It looks pretty cool stock, not gonna lie. It has the same resemblance as the 183. You know, you got the whole of it. It's normal, but upgraded, yeah, it just looks uglier. It looks big, more boxy. So this looks like this has vents. So we'll just chuck the calibrated shells in there. It's got a 3-shot autoloader with 3,230. Oh, that's with high explosive. That's my bad. DPM is 385. Sorry, I'm starting to get distracted here with all these tanks. It's got a 3-shot autoloader with a reload of 17.21 seconds. The intro clip is 2.2. Penetration is 264. Mind you, this is a tank destroyer. It's got Hesh. My goodness, it's got Hesh. I don't think this is going to run 300 millimeters of Hesh penetration upon release. I could be wrong. With 370 damage, that's crazy. It pumps your DPM up to 2800. And you got your high explosive. Again, 108. It's not bad. You can clear a lot of tanks with that type of penetration from the side on or from the rear. With DPM of 3,231 with a 420 alpha. So you will do some serious damage with that. Now remember, this is running with the calibrated shells. The dispersion 0.299, which is quite good. But run it with the refined gun 0.254, insane. With a 1.5 second aim time, 1.6, crazy. But again, remember guys, these are test tanks, so whatever will come into the game, the stats may have changed. It goes 46 forward and 14 back, so very maneuverable. I've got the look at the gun depression. It's got 6 degrees, nothing too special. It's got 1200 hit points, and absolutely crazy indeed. So resemblance of a 183, obviously no armor, so it's going to be easy to deal with. The next tank, the last tank in this test season 4 tank, is a tier 9 the KV JR, so the KV Junior. I'm going to call it Junior. And my god, look at this. A tier 9 KV2. You think the KV2 was enough? Nope. You think the Smasher was more than enough? Nope. Let's go add in a tier 9 KV with, I mean, by the looks of it, pretty strong armor. So, well, not really, I mean, you're going to get absolutely obliterated through. So I'm guessing this is going to be a really mean tank, because with heat, yeah, no. High explosive, I don't know. We'll see. So this is the KV Junior. Let's look at it without all the upgrades. So, yep, just a normal stock standard KV2. It looks like it's got spaced armor as well. Yes, it does. And there's the upgraded. So pretty neat indeed. So again, we'll run it with calibrated shells. So DPM is at 2,765. So pretty decent for a KV2. But that's just running with the high explosive. If we run it with the AP, there we go, 18, 15, which is quite stock standard from the normal KV2. But it's the penetration at 259. Wow. With a damage of 630 alpha. Sheesh. Heat with 362. With 545, and high explosive at 135. with a 960 Alpha. Again, remember guys, this is undergoing testing. I highly doubt they'll give this tank this much high explosive penetration, but we will never know. It could stay the same. So it's got a 20-second reload, but if we run it with the rammer, we'll lose the penetration. Only a second down, so I would advise running the calibrated shells. Dispersion at 0.435, so it's not a sniping tank. I doubt it's going to be anything like the Smasher, even though, in my opinion, the Smasher is not overpowered. With a refined gun, you'll drop that down to 0.370, so you have a little bit of a chance of hitting the tank. It's got 6 degrees of gun suppression. It goes 38 forward and 12 backwards. It's got 2200 hit points. Crazy, that's like quadrupled the amount of with a normal KB2. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to these tanks. Hopefully I can try to get my hands on all of them. Hopefully. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, let me... Oh, actually, no. Almost tricked you. We'll be going into game, and we're going to be reviewing the Tier 9 with all the upgrades and showing you a replay. So I'll see you there. Alrighty, welcome to the game. Oh, and we've got some ads coming in, so we don't really care about those. We're here to look at the tank. The Turtle Mark 1 for 8,500 gold, with 5 containers, 14 days of premium, with the camouflage, 5 20x boosters, garage slot, and 9 slots. Worth it. The tank gets pretty meh. I don't think it's worth it. Stay away from that. So this is the Progetto C50 Mod 66, the Tier 9. Obviously you can see I got it pretty much maxed. I'm still upgrading the tracks and the engine, but I've got the gun, which is pretty decent as well. So we'll just have a quick look at the armor on it. So the turret has 192 on the front, 110 on the side, and 60 on the rear, and the hull is pretty average at 135, 70, and 60. So definitely use your turret to your advantage, but it has a couple of flat spots, so be careful not to turn your tank too much. So we will get into a replay that I had on Canyon. This replay is nothing too special. It's just me playing the tank, and I will tell you what is going on. So we're on Canyon. So usually I would probably follow my team, my heavy tanks right here, the Tornwagen and the 53 TP, but they're gone on that side. So I wanted to test this tank on a ridge line like this. So we will get to there. I'll just skip ahead. Oops, that's a bit too much, my bad. But obviously, start off the Vickers got spotted first team, and the T49 took a nice shot on him for like around 400 alpha, and then the STG was spotted. So far, only these two tanks were spotted during the time, but more will come sooner than later. So I'm holding this little area here. I get spotted here, but I'm pretty comfortable and safe where I am. There's the Tornwagen right behind me. I'm hoping to spot the STG, but here is the AMX 50, and there's me rushing the shot, and there is the T54E2, I think that what it is, and there's the AMX there, and I got shot from the left side, and I got a nice shot into the AMX for my first shot at 391, and I got shot by the waffle itself. So you saw that I shot the second shell, and you're probably thinking, well, Duck, you said this was a auto reloading reserve shell tank, why are you shooting both shells? Since I'm comfortable with the reload that it has, I don't think it's going to cause any disadvantages. Yes, it's got around 4-second intra-clip reload, which will add on to the time, but with it being said, if I know I'm comfortable with taking both shots, I will take both shots. Nice shot there into the AMX, 5120, pushing my damage up to 800. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So there's the waffle. Get a nice shot into him. Now, if you didn't know about dead rail, you can actually shoot through the tracks. So so you don't have to be exposed for a long period of time trying to get a shot off, where you can actually shoot through the tracks. So there is the left side is getting pretty dominated by the STG and the T54 E2, and during the time I thought they are going to take it well. There's the AMX and nice high roll for 500. That's with AP, because 270 will get through pretty much anything at tier 9 and 8 below, and even tier 10s as well. So the Torn Viking gets taken out by the AMX 5120, and this is where things starting to get sketchy, because it's a 3 versus 6. I'm on 1700 damage. I haven't really left the spot. The T30 on mice is still alive, and the CC tank got killed. So there is my first kill on the AMX AC with the AMX 48. Now at this point, I was hoping to spot the waffle on this side coming through, but he didn't get spotted. There is the AMX 120. I wanted to poke out and try to get a shot off, but I didn't want to get spotted because I didn't know where the other tanks were. So I'm playing it safe here. It's a 2 versus 3. They are still pretty healthy tanks, and I don't know what condition the T30 is in. 700 hit points, so one shot from the waffle and whatever tank comes through will kill him. So I'm playing it safe here, trying to spot. There's the waffle, spawn him up. I would have switched to the HE, but I didn't want to risk messing up that shot. There's the T54, and I got shot on the side by the AMX. So it's somewhat surrounded. We're somewhat surrounded. I'm hoping if I poke up here, trying to spot the AMX, but I'm still playing it safe because I am only on 1100 hit points, and I did not want to waste any more hit points. So there's the T54. Keep him alive. The waffle just shot. I switched to the HE because I'm comfortable, because he's on that reload. Nice shot on him for 431. The T30 dies. I'm on the reload, so I gave the waffle a little ram, and I am at 2,826 damage. Unfortunately, with no block damage, because the team wasn't really focusing me, so I got my damage out there pretty nicely indeed. The figures says dog versus cat, and telling me to go. I'm not going to go because I don't know what his ammo is like. I don't know how many shells he has reloaded, or if he actually has reloaded his shells. So, but I remember it's a tier 9. It shouldn't take me out unless I get a bounce. So I get around here. The AMX is very quick and mobile, heavy tank, so this is a matter of where is he. At this stage here, I thought he wasn't around here, and I thought he went the long way around and catch me from behind. But there he is. One shot, 407. Get a nice bounce there, 380. And I'm comfortable with taking the second shot because I can take all these shots from him. And I'm comfortable just to bleed hit points just to get the final kill for 4 kills, 3,935 damage. Crazy amount of damage. Well, not really, but for a 2-shot autoloader, that is pretty good with a mastery. Top gun, and nice little bit of credits there and experience. And top of the leaderboard with 3,935 damage. The next highest was the CC1 Mark II with 2,177. Props to the AMX 120. He tried his best, but it was not good enough. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video of part 2 of the update. Once I get the tier 10, I will do the review on the tier 10 once that's all fully crewed up in that. And I will go down the list and research the tier 7. No, the tier 8 and tier 7. And I think there's the tier 6 as well. Actually, I can go quickly check right here. Not just the tier 7. And I'll look at the tier 7 as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed part 2 of this video. If you do, smash that like button. It really helps a lot. The amount of support that you've been showing on the channel has been absolutely crazy. And I could never thank you enough. So keep on supporting the channel and more content like this will be released. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Click the notification bell to stay updated with every video that I post, if that's even a YouTube short or just a video like this, because I know the last video I did was the what's new that's coming, and that kind of blew up, even though it only hit 150 views. That's still a big amount for me because I know my content is getting out there. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.